So last week I told you guys that if Broadcom ticker symbol AVGO could get above 292, then look for a run to 299. And if the stock could get above that level, then look for a run to 304. Take a listen. Now to the upside, if Broadcom can get back above resistance at 292, then I want you guys to look for a 3% run to 299. And if buyers can break above 299, then look for a run to 304. And from current price, we're looking at a return of over 5%. Okay, so looking at the current chart, you guys can see that the buyers did succeed in getting the stock above 292. And once they did, that resulted in a move to 299. However, they did meet resistance at 299, but once they broke above that level and held it as support, it was pretty much blue skies to 304. Now, yesterday, I said if NVIDIA could not stay above 181, then look for a pullback to 179. Take a listen. So current support for NVIDIA is going to be at 181. If the stock cannot stay above this level, then look for a pullback to 179. If that level breaks, then look for a pullback to 175. Now, looking at the current chart, you guys can see how important 179 was, because this is where NVIDIA stock pretty much traded for the whole entire trading session. Now, today, Tom Lee says that he doesn't see the momentum trade ending anytime soon. Take a listen.
So I'm going to shut up because Tom Lee is here on set. Tom, thank you for coming on. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, great to see you, Brian.
I know a lot of people want your take on NVIDIA, and we'll get all that stuff. How has it been in April? You remain bullish even when everybody was running around with their hair on fire. Is it hard? Like, do people come at you and be like, how could you be so bullish all the time, Tom Lee?
Yeah, I think that we get more criticism than positive feedback to any of our views. I mean, if someone follows us on social media like Twitter, or if you look at the comments on our YouTube clips, or even sometimes unrequested inbound emails to our firm, usually it's criticism.
Yeah, it's amazing what people can do when it's anonymous, right? And they write in whatever. But those people, you've been right. I mean, you've been bullish, you've stayed long, you've stayed strong. What are you seeing maybe that some others are missing? I don't know.
Well, I think too many people are tied to their own biases. So like when markets were falling in February to April, then in their own portfolios, they were suffering damage. And as you know, that gets into people's sort of psychology because no one likes to lose money. It's more painful to lose a dollar than to gain, than the joy of gaining a dollar. But what we did was we took a step back and said, you know, with all the forces at work, are we really going to drive the economy off a cliff? And if the answer was no, then we know that at those points of fear, that's when, as hard as it is to do, is you either have to hold on or buy. And that was our advice to clients.
Yeah, and is there anything that you see in your research, Tom, that would imply that this momentum trade, if it is indeed a momentum trade, is going to end anytime soon?
We don't. We you know, for instance, if we take AI as a thought, and we, let's say, overlay something like the exponential growth of the wireless industry, that was a 20-year period when the number of users went from 37 million subscribers to 7 billion. You know, we don't have 7 billion ChatGPT users, and we don't have 7 billion robots. So I think if not yet, that's right. And so if someone's trying to ring the bell at the top for AI, they're underestimating how quickly penetration grows. We're probably in the first quarter or first third of that cycle for AI.
Okay, if I had to take the other side of that trade, and who am I, but we'll talk about this, by the way, with Christina Parthenevlis coming up soon, is that people are spending a lot of money on AI, the Metas of the world, the XAIs, the Googles. They're buying a bunch of NVIDIA chips. They're building out power data centers, and all that's inflating the market. Are companies making any money from AI? They're spending a lot, but are they making any?
That's a great question.
Because if they're not, maybe they stop spending so much.
Well,
now, despite Tom Lee's bullish stance, I am overall bearish on the markets. With that said, today the Nasdaq was up 0.63% and the S&P 500 was up 0.35%. Now, let's take a look at the VIX. So right now, the VIX is predicting a market pullback. Why? Because every time we see the VIX form a bull flag, we get a pop. So what do you guys think is going to happen now that it's forming another bull flag? Yes, we're probably going to get a pop, which is going to result in the markets pulling back. With that said, going into the rest of the video, I have some important levels for you guys to watch on Soundhound, ticker symbol SOUN, SMCI, super microcomputer, and HIMS, ticker symbol HIMS. Let's go ahead and begin with ticker symbol SMCI, super microcomputer. So currently SMCI is inside of a bullish broadening wedge, which is similar to this one right here. With that said, if the stock cannot stay above current support at 43.60, then I want you guys to look for a pullback to 40.81. And if the bulls fail to defend this level as support, we could see SMCI pull all the way back to $36 per share, which in my opinion would be a great buying opportunity. Now to the upside, if SMCI can stay above current support at 43.60, then I want you guys to look for a 15% run to $50 per share. And if the stock can get above that level, then look for a run to 52.27. And from current price, we're looking at a return of over 20%. Overall, to the upside, my price target for SMCI remains at $72 per share. Now let's take a look at ticker symbol SOUN, Soundhound AI. So current support for Soundhound is going to be at 12.31. If the stock cannot stay above this level, then look for a 6% pullback to 11.76. And if that level breaks, we're looking at a pullback to 11.40. From current price, we're looking at a decline of 9%. Now to the upside, if Soundhound can stay above current support at 12.31, then I want you guys to look for a 5% run to 13.20. And if the bulls can break above 13.20, then look for a run to 14.06. And from current price, we're looking at a return of over 12%. Overall, to the upside, my price target for Soundhound is going to be at $18 per share. The next stock is HIMS, ticker symbol HIMS. So current support for HIMS is going to be at $44 per share. If the stock cannot stay above this level, then look for a 3% pullback to 42.80. And if that level breaks, we're looking at a pullback to 40.70. And from current price, we're looking at a decline of 8%. Now to the upside, if HIMS can stay above current support at $44, then I want you guys to look for a 5% run to 46.60. And if the bulls can push the stock above 46.60 and use that level as support, then look for a run to 48.91. And from current price, we're looking at a return of over 10%. Overall, to the upside, I'm looking for a run back to $54 per share. Alright guys, if you liked today's video, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, and let's get this video out to more viewers. Also, if you're currently watching and you're not yet subscribed, do consider subscribing. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.